Hello there, welcome. I'm so glad we have this time together. Have you ever gone to stand up from your favorite chair, and for just a moment, there's a hesitation, a little wobble, a feeling of weakness in your thighs, a heaviness in your calves that wasn't there last year? Or maybe you find yourself looking at a flight of stairs and just taking a breath, planning the ascent. You might stretch, you walk it off, but that quiet, nagging feeling of instability, it lingers. And you start to wonder, is this it? Is this just getting older? But what if it's not? What if the real reason for that wobble, that weakness, is sitting right there on your kitchen counter? Inside the very bottles you open every single morning, the bottles you trust to keep you strong. For decades we've been told a story, that vitamins are the key, the insurance policy, the secret to energy, strong bones, and a long, healthy life. We've heard it from doctors, from advertisements, from well-meaning friends. Take your supplements, they'll fill in the gaps. But here is a truth that is quiet, but profound. Some of those very vitamins, the ones you are taking so diligently, may actually be draining the strength from your legs. They might be slowing your circulation, they might be silently, day by day, robbing you of your balance. You see, weak legs aren't just an inconvenience. They are, as we know, one of the single biggest predictors of a fall. And a fall, well, that's the thing that can change everything. It's the thief of independence. In my many years of studying senior health, I have seen this story play out again and again. Good people, people just like you, doing everything they thought was right, eating their oatmeal, taking their pills, and still quietly losing that muscle power, losing that confidence in their own 2 feet. Today we are going to do something different. We are not going to talk about a new miracle pill. Instead, we are going to calmly, and with curiosity, uncover 5 very common supplements that could be creating an imbalance in your body, an imbalance that is weakening your legs. And more importantly, much more importantly, we are going to talk about what to do instead. The simple science-backed ways to protect your mobility, to reclaim your balance, to restore your confidence. Because the truth is this, you don't need more supplements. You need the right balance. And once you understand that balance, once you see the beautiful, simple logic of your own body, you can start to feel steadier, stronger, more alive, one step at a time. If you find this conversation helpful, if it brings you a sense of clarity, or even just a moment of calm, I would be so grateful if you'd tap that like button and subscribe to our channel. It's a small click, but it truly helps us reach others who might be feeling that same wobble and who might need to hear this message. And I would genuinely love to know, what's one thing you do right now to try and keep your legs strong? Let me know in the comments below. Your wisdom is part of our community. All right, get comfortable. Let's begin this journey of discovery, not with fear, but with empowerment. The first supplement on our list, this is the big one. Vitamin number 1, calcium supplements. The unexpected risk to your muscles. For our entire lives, we've heard one message loud and clear. Want strong bones? Take your calcium. It was and is everywhere. It's the foundation of healthy aging, we were told. But here is what almost no one, stopped to explain. Taking too much calcium, especially from those chalky, hard-to-swallow pills, can quietly, slowly make your muscles weaker. It can make your legs feel heavier, stiffer, less responsive. Now, let me be very clear. Calcium is not the villain. Your body needs it. It is essential, but like a lead dancer in a ballet, calcium cannot perform its job alone. It relies on its partners. To keep your bones and your muscles strong, calcium needs magnesium, it needs vitamin D, and it absolutely needs vitamin K2. Without these partners working alongside it, calcium starts to go rogue. It gets lost. Here is what is really happening inside your body. You take a large calcium supplement, say 1,200 milligrams. Your blood calcium levels spike very, very quickly. Now, if your magnesium level is low, and for most seniors living in the modern world, it is low, your muscles, they lose their ability to relax. Think of it this way, calcium is the on switch. It makes a muscle contract, tighten. Magnesium is the off switch. It makes that muscle relax, release. When you flood the system with calcium, but you don't have enough magnesium, you are essentially pressing the on switch over and over with no way to hit off. What does this feel like? It feels like those awful sudden leg cramps in the middle of the night. It feels like tight, stiff calves. It feels like a strange soreness when you climb the stairs. That is your body's early warning sign. Your calcium to magnesium ratio is out of balance, but it gets deeper over time. All that extra calcium that your body can't use, it doesn't just disappear. Your body in its wisdom has to put it somewhere, and it begins to settle in your soft tissues. It settles in your joints, making them stiff, and it settles in your blood vessels, your arteries. We call this arterial calcification. It's a very simple, very visual idea. Think of it like mineral buildup in old plumbing pipes. The pipes that carry life-giving, oxygen-rich blood to your legs. They start to narrow, they start to get stiff. What does that mean for your legs? Less oxygen, less blood flow, slower recovery after you walk, and that nagging deep fatigue, that feeling that your legs are working twice as hard. Just to carry you across the room, that is the feeling of poor circulation, and it often starts with this simple, profound mineral imbalance. So, what is the better approach? It's simple, it's gentle. Get your calcium from food first, leafy greens, almonds, dairy if you tolerate it, sardines. Your body absorbs calcium from food gently, slowly, efficiently. And this is the most important part. You must intentionally add magnesium-rich foods. Think of them as the antidote: pumpkin seeds, spinach, black beans, avocado. These are the foods that keep your muscles flexible, relaxed. They are the off switch. The goal is not to fill your body with more calcium. The goal is to help the calcium you do have go to the right places. Your bones don't need a flood, they need balance. So before you reach for that chalky white tablet, just pause. Ask yourself, am I remembering the partners? Because strong legs aren't built from pills. They're built from harmony. Let's move to vitamin number 2, iron supplements, the hidden cause of muscle fatigue. If you've been feeling tired, that deep bone-tired feeling, it's very likely someone at some point has said, you should take some iron. After all, iron carries oxygen, right? More iron must mean more energy, more oxygen, stronger legs. It's a logical thought, but here is the truth, a truth that most people over 60 never ever hear. For most seniors, too much iron can actually make you weaker. It can make you more tired, especially in your legs. Let's break this down. Iron is essential, absolutely. But it is also a reactive metal. Your body knows this. Your body is brilliant. It keeps iron under very, very strict control, locked up. When you get iron from food, a piece of steak or some spinach, your system has a beautiful gateway. It only absorbs what it needs. But when you take it from supplements, especially high-dose pills day after day, you can easily overwhelm that gateway. You force too much iron into your system, and once that happens, the extra iron, it doesn't just leave, it begins to accumulate, and it creates a toxic, cascading chain reaction. In science, we call it oxidative stress, but let's use a simpler image. Think of it as rust, like rust forming on a metal gate. This is what excess unbound iron can do inside your body. It rusts your cells. It attacks your cell membranes. It damages the structure of your muscle fibers. It slows their recovery. It drains your strength. How does this feel? It feels heavy. Your legs feel like lead weights after just a short walk. Those leg cramps, they start showing up more often. That feeling of, I just don't have the pep in my step anymore. That isn't always aging. That is often the feeling of muscles that are under attack from this oxidative stress. And here's that theme again. High iron also interferes with magnesium absorption. There's that magic mineral again. So the excess iron is creating damage, and it's blocking the very mineral your muscles need to relax and repair. It's a terrible 1-2 punch. The result? That stubborn combination: soreness, tight calves, and nighttime cramps that so many of us just accept as normal. It is not. It is a sign of imbalance. So what should you do? It's so simple. Get tested before you supplement. Never ever take iron. Just because you feel tired, ask your doctor for a blood test. Specifically, ask for a ferritin level. This measures your body's stored iron. It tells the true story. And if you are not deficient, eat your iron. Don't pill it. Lean meats, beans, lentils, spinach. These provide iron in a safe, balanced way. And here's a little pro tip. Pair your iron-rich food with a food high in vitamin C. A squeeze of lemon on your spinach. Some bell peppers with your steak. The vitamin C unlocks that iron and helps your body absorb it naturally. The goal? is not to flood your system. The goal is to give your body exactly what it needs. Too much iron doesn't give you energy. It quietly, one cell at a time, steals it. Let's talk about vitamin number 3, vitamin E. The surprising threat to your balance. For years, vitamin E was celebrated. It was the heart vitamin, the anti-aging miracle. It was supposed to give you youthful skin, a sharp memory. But here is a truth that will surprise many of you. Too much vitamin E, especially the common synthetic kind you find in most drugstores, can quietly drain your strength. It can make you feel unsteady. It can leave your balance less certain. You see, again, vitamin E isn't the villain. Imbalance is. Specifically, the imbalance between synthetic vitamin E and vitamin K. Here's the problem. Most supplements, those little amber-colored gel caps, contain a massive dose of only one form of vitamin E. Usually it's called DL-alpha tocopherol. That DL means it's synthetic. Your body doesn't quite know what to do with this massive isolated dose, and this is the key part. It begins to compete with vitamin K. Vitamin K is the vitamin that helps your blood clot properly. It's also the vitamin, remember K2, that helps repair your muscles and keep your arteries clear. When you take high-dose synthetic vitamin E, you are essentially pushing vitamin K out of the way. Your blood becomes too thin. What does this feel like? It might feel like you're bruising more easily. It might feel like a little lightheadedness, dizziness, a sense of, whoa, I'm not steady. That's your body's circulation and clotting system being thrown out of balance. This is especially dangerous if you are already taking a blood-thinning medication. Adding high-dose vitamin E on top of that can be a very risky combination. So, how do you get the benefits of vitamin E? Without the risk, you skip the megadose pills and you rely on natural sources. Almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, avocado. These foods provide vitamin E as it was meant to be, in a complex of all its different forms, in safe, balanced amounts that your body recognizes as food. When you shift from that synthetic isolated pill to the real whole food, you are giving your body gentle protection instead of an overdose. Real strength, real balance doesn't come from excess, it comes from harmony. Vitamin number 4, vitamin D, the double-edged sword for muscle health. If there is one vitamin that almost every single person over 60 has been told to take, it's this one. Vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. We're told it's the key to strong bones, a strong immune system, and it is. It truly is. But here's what almost no one explains. It is not a vitamin, it is a pro-hormone. And like any hormone, too much can be just as problematic as too little. Too much vitamin D can do the exact opposite of what you want. It can tighten your muscles. It can cause cramps. It can weaken your legs. Let's uncover why. Vitamin D's main job is to help your body absorb calcium from your food. When your vitamin D levels are good, you absorb it well, but when you take high-dose supplements day after day, month after month, especially if you're not testing your levels, you can push those levels too high, and you start to absorb too much calcium. Your blood becomes saturated with calcium, a condition we call hypercalcemia now. Imagine all that excess calcium flowing through your veins. It has to go somewhere. It starts getting deposited in your kidneys and it starts flowing into your muscle cells. And what happens? Remember our on switch? The calcium floods the muscle, but there isn't enough magnesium, the off switch, to balance it out. The result is exactly what you're trying to avoid. Sudden painful leg cramps at night, a feeling of tightness, heaviness, tension in your thighs and calves. That draining, achy fatigue, that's not aging. That is your muscles locked up by a mineral imbalance, triggered by too much vitamin D. So, what is the solution? It is the most logical thing in the world. Test, don't guess. Ask your doctor for a simple blood test, a 25-hydroxy vitamin D test. The ideal range for most of us is somewhere between 30 and 50 ng/ml. It is not. 80, 90, or 100. More is not better. Balance is better. Get it naturally when you can. A little bit of morning sun on your arms and legs. Eat your vitamin D, wild salmon, sardines, egg yolks from pasture-raised hens. These foods provide D in a safe, balanced form. And if you do need to supplement, please make sure you are also getting enough magnesium and vitamin K2. Those are the partners. They are the traffic cops that tell all that calcium. Go to the bones, stay out of the muscles, stay out of the arteries. The right amount of D keeps you strong. Too much locks you up from the inside out. One more, vitamin number 5, vitamin B6. When too much of a good thing damages your nerves. Vitamin B6, you often see it in B-complex vitamins. It's marketed as the energy vitamin, the brain vitamin, a must-have to stay sharp and active. But here is the part that most people never hear. When you take too much B6, it can do the exact opposite. It can damage your nerves. It can weaken your legs and make every single step feel uncertain. Let's look at why vitamin B6 is vital. For nerve communication, it helps your brain talk to your muscles. It's what allows you to feel the ground beneath your feet. In small amounts, it is essential. But unlike some vitamins that you just pee out, excess B6 builds up, it accumulates. And when those levels climb too high, it becomes toxic to your nervous system, especially to the long nerves that go all the way down to your legs and your feet. The result is a condition called sensory neuropathy, nerve damage. It starts so subtly, a little tingling in your toes, a strange numbness that pins a needle's feeling when you stand up, or a feeling that I hear so often, I don't trust my feet. It feels like I'm walking on cotton. You've lost that crisp, clear sense of where the ground is. This is not a small thing. This loss of sensation is a direct path to unsteady balance, to weakness, to falls. And here's the catch. Most seniors have no idea. They are taking high doses. It hides. It's in your multivitamin. It's in your B complex. It's in your energy drink or your protein powder. And they all stack up day after day. To put this in perspective, the daily recommended amount of B6 for a senior is about 1.7 milligrams, 1.7. Go look at your supplement bottle. I will wait. You will very likely see 25 milligrams, 50 milligrams, even 100 milligrams. That is 60 times what your body needs. And once that nerve damage sets in, it is not easy to reverse. Nerves heal very, very slowly. So the solution is prevention. Check your labels right now. Today, if your supplement has more than 10 or 15 milligrams of B6, you need to ask why. Unless you are taking it for a very specific medical condition, you are likely taking far too much. Get your B6 from food, chicken, salmon, bananas, potatoes, chickpeas. These foods contain gentle, natural doses that your body knows exactly how to regulate. That tingling in your feet. It might not be poor circulation. It might not be just old age. It might be the very supplement you are taking to make you feel better. So we've talked about calcium, iron, ED, and B6, but I hope you've seen the real pattern here. The real problem isn't the vitamins. It's not that calcium is bad or that vitamin D is dangerous. The real problem is imbalance. It's the mistake of believing that a pill works in isolation. It doesn't. Your body is not a machine. It's not a collection of separate parts. Your body is a symphony, a beautiful, intricate symphony, and every nutrient is an instrument. When you take a massive isolated dose of one pill, you are telling one instrument, the calcium, to play at a deafening volume, and it drowns out all the other quieter instruments. It drowns out the magnesium. It drowns out the K2, and the music, the beautiful music of your health, falls out of tune. What begins as an attempt to protect your health ends up creating the very weakness, the cramps, the instability you were trying so hard to avoid. So, what do? How do we retune the orchestra? It's not about buying more pills. It's a leg strength protection plan, and it's simple. It's logical. It's gentle. Step 1 is the supplement audit. Tonight, just line up your bottles on the kitchen table. Look at the labels. Read the ingredients. Are you taking high-dose B6? Are you taking calcium? Without magnesium, are you taking D? Without ever testing your levels, just become curious. And then have a conversation with your doctor or your pharmacist. Ask them, do all of these work together? Step 2 is the food first framework. This is the most joyful part. The best nutrients, The safest nutrients will always come from your plate, not from a pill. So you don't just stop things, you add things. You add the partner foods, you add magnesium-rich pumpkin seeds, unsalted almonds, spinach, dark chocolate. You add K2-rich foods, like sauerkraut or egg yolks. You add potassium-rich foods, like avocado and bananas, to help your muscles truly hydrate. Food gives your body nutrients in the right ratios, balanced, safe, and delicious. Step 3 is the movement supplement. This is the most powerful, underused pill of all, movement. You don't have to join a gym, just move. Movement is what tells the nutrients where to go. It's what drives the calcium to your bones. It's what pulls the glucose into your muscles for energy. Try this. Sit to stand. Sit in a firm chair. Now. Without using your hands, stand up and sit back down. Slowly, with control. Try to do that 10 times. That simple, safe movement is the single best exercise for rebuilding your thigh muscles and your hips, for protecting your independence, a 10-minute walk, stretching your calves before bed. Movement is the magic wand that activates all the good nutrition. Your legs, they carry more than just your body. They carry your freedom. They carry your ability to walk in the garden, to travel, to play with your grandchildren, to get your own groceries, to live independently, in your own home, on your own terms, and every small mindful choice you make, the supplements you question, the real food you add, the simple movements you do, all of it, determines how strong that freedom remains. The truth is that most of us, we don't lose strength because of a number. Because of a birthday, we lose it because of imbalance. Too much of one thing, not enough of its partner. Too many pills and not enough real food. Too much sitting and not enough movement. But it is never, ever too late to turn it around. It is never too late to find that harmony again. Your body, your magnificent, resilient body, is not old. It is waiting. It's waiting for the right signals. It's waiting for the right balance to wake back up. So here is your invitation tonight. Just look at your labels. Get curious. Tomorrow, add one magnesium-rich food to your day, and right now, just stand up from your chair and sit back down. Just once, with intention. Your strength, your balance, your independence, they are still yours. They are yours to protect. They are yours to reclaim. Thank you for sharing this time with me. If this message resonated with you, please let us know in the comments below. Just type, "I am reclaiming my strength," as a reminder to yourself and as inspiration for everyone else here. And please don't forget to like. Share this with someone you love and subscribe, because aging, it isn't about slowing down, it's about listening. It's about reclaiming the wisdom and the vitality that was yours all along. Stay strong, stay curious, and I will see you in the next video.